Targum Psalms, Psalm 1:3, the third part. V'kol lav lavoi, dim lavlei, magargar umatzlach. And let's go back to the beginning of that selection, and all. Now everything else from here on is different because it takes just a different direction from what the Hebrew did. The Hebrew said, and all that he does, he prospers. Okay? So let's continue on here. We have a third person masculine singular ending. So this is its blossoms. We have a dalet relative, a mem prefix, and then look at this. We have lamed beit, lamed beit, lamed beit, lamed beit, and this is a palpel participle masculine singular, and all its blossoms that blossom. And then here we have gimel resh coming up. So another palpel participle masculine singular. Ripen, something like that, a slightly different idea from the previous ripening verbal root above it. And then finally, we have the conjunction, the mem prefix, and we can see readily that this is the afel participle masculine singular from tzadi, lamed chet. Now notice here for tzadi lamed chet that that's the same as the Hebrew root. So that is connected. Let's go back to the beginning there. And all its blossoms that blossom, ripen and flourish. Now, some stuff to note here. Remember, we're translating a song. So there's poetic translation going on. And it's interesting, even though it is departing in meaning, the Targumist is being poetic because first off, we notice here the lamed beit being repeated. So that's repetition. And it's the interesting sound of the palpel where it's lamed beit. And then look at this, yet another for the next verbal root, gimel resh. So you have the repetition of the same verbal root and then the repetition in another verbal root coming after it. And you have three participle masculine singular strung in a row, all of which have a mem prefix. So that is an interesting artistic choice by the Targumist in translating the final phrase of Psalm 1:3.